Adam has arrived.
Hey, Maurice and Odie gonna take over like Zach and Cody. Black and Snurdy is the best podcast. Gonna boom like Wile E. Coyote. Gonna meet magic, they move like they hairy. Ain't talking about mental health, no, it's not scary. Ain't notice she coming up with the astrology. Mo got a comic and that's the best policy. Maurice the goat, talking about animation cause you know. Odie she moving wavy like the boat. Watching some movies and she taking notes. Yeah, kick back, listen. Black and Snurdy have risen. Upload on a mission. 5 stars, never dissing. Black and Snurdy, ooh. Black and Snurdy, yeah. Black and Snurdy.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Black and Snurdy Podcast, the only podcast where two sexy black nerds get together to shoot the shit. I am Mo, aka Kid Licorish.
And I'm Odie.
And together we are the aforementioned Snurds here on episode 180 of the Black and Snurdy Podcast. How you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. I'm doing well, I would say.
You're doing well?
Yes,
All right.
yes.
Well, I'm better than we have been.
You better than we have been?
Do you want to know why?
Why?
Because we have a special guest today. So, I'm very excited because I, as you all know, have been very pro interview on this podcast.
That is a fact.
And Kid Licorish over here has been a little bit iffy. He's needed some cajoling.
I've been a little bit hesitant.
He's been hesitant.
But for the sake of exploration and shaking things up and doing something new, like I would say let's do it. Let's go ahead. Like let's bow forward, you know? Yes. Like I'm all for it, you know?
So, Kid Licorice.
Yeah, thanks. We are breaking all of our internal rules.
Well, hey,
but it's okay. No, it's okay.
Kid
But
Licorice is going to
yes, I'm about
explain
to
who our special.
Today we have a very special guest, an award-winning Chicago filmmaker, director, and producer, and the founder of Lokekey Productions. Today, talking to us about his new film, Tubi movie, streaming now on PLEX, we have Will Adams. Boom, 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 boom. Thank you for joining us, Will.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate you guys taking the time to talk to me about the movie.
Oh, no problem. Hold on, sorry.
Did you see it?
Yeah. Yes,
we did.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
See it.
We absolutely saw it. Yeah. First, actually, did you see it?
Yeah, I saw it, and I saw people react to it. And when I saw people react to it in the theaters, I was like, "You laughing through the other jokes? You missing the good jokes." So,
I would say that when we started watching it, I was unsure because I've watched, I would say, a good amount of Tubi movies.
Yeah.
We most recently watched a very terrible one during Christmas time, which we will not mention. We've talked about it on the show.
Yeah, we've talked about it on the show. Let's just say it's a. Well, I'm sorry.
So you missed the disclaimer.
Oh no, we didn't.
We
saw
saw that. We definitely saw that.
I think that other people have missed the disclaimer because if they did, they wouldn't be making the terrible movies that they're making.
Yeah.
But when we were watching it, I found myself saying, like, this is the best, worst movie of the
That's
year.
what I call it. That's what I call it.
It definitely made me feel like, one, I love satire anyway.
Mm-hmm.
We think about, like, the airplanes, the scary movies. What was the ones that used to have all the time, like the Hangover games, like those different movies that came out, like
but this is a bit different because this is more self-aware, and
exactly
the people are saying what you would be saying.
Exactly.
So that means that instead of you laughing at us, you're laughing with us.
Yes.
Exactly. It's a with, not a at. Exactly.
And
right.
I think that's definitely important, to say, like, I'm making this to show you what y'all are doing wrong.
What not to do.
What not to do. This is a PSA. And so, I think that we just really enjoyed it, and I'm glad that we have you to talk about it because this is.
Did you laugh?
I laughed. I laughed a whole lot.
I laughed like through the majority of the movie. Like Okay, like if it's okay with you, since you're the one who made the movie, I do want to say that my favorite portion of the movie was when they were like the shootout with the brooms.
Oh, okay. All right. All right.
I'm
And
sorry. I should have
they
said spoiler. I should have said spoiler.
and they had to prove that they meant business.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think
When
one of my favorite moments was the scene with the girl with the cars, with the little toy cars.
oh, that's my
Right.
daughter.
She was amazing.
Shout out to your daughter.
Hilarious. Love that.
That was fantastic. But
Director,
yeah, let's
director.
yeah.
I'm cold. No, but the whole thing definitely. I think it gave us something to like bring us joy and to give people like things to say like, yeah, maybe I'm seeing these things in the movies and these are things I can change because
I
continuality
hope so. I hope so
is.
because so me being from Chicago, this is my thing. I like to help other filmmakers. I'll tell them things that I know that they don't know,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
they get upset and say, "Well, everybody else is saying it. That I like it. They like my stuff." And I'm like, "Well, they're not your friends because I'm trying to help you, and it's not.
Mhm.
I'm not trying to help you for the sake of helping you. It helps me because when they see your movie and you're from Chicago and they say, if you like this, you'll like that, and if your movie's
Mhm.
trash, they're gonna miss mine."
Yeah,
Mm, that
especially
makes sense.
when you're coming like Chicago is such a it's a huge city with so many underrepresented folks who are amazing at their craft, but if you don't know anyone who's coming from there who's doing the thing and you're only like the only focal point you have is someone who's doing trash, it makes it harder for
Hmm.
everybody else to come through, you know. So I definitely you know, believe that that's a great thing that you're doing, trying to like, let's say lift as you climb. Like, you have such a lauded background. Like, you're where you went to college, Chicago Columbia
Columbia,
Film, um,
Columbia College, Chicago.
Columbia College Film. Sorry, I always mix those up. Has such great alumni, and so you're coming with such a breadth of knowledge and wisdom that you can bring to the film industry and to those who are coming up behind you.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, before I was, I took the lazy route because I said, because I'm a shooter. I've always been a shooter. So I'm a cameraman. Job was to shoot the project, make sure it's framed, make sure it looks nice, and then give the footage away to somebody else. I said that's a really easy job. I like that job. And then I started shooting people's stuff that didn't make sense, and I said I can probably do better. And then that's when I tried. And I tried and I failed. The first movie was horrible. The reason why the first movie was horrible is because I let the actors do what they instead of directing them, I actually just I directed them. I mean, I let them
Hmm.
direct themselves. So even though they were reading off the same script, it seemed like they were working on a different movie.
Hmm.
Mm,
So once I learned that, the second movie it was different. Now I'm a tyrant because now needs to be done this way, or we're not doing it at all. How about that?
Hmm.
Or you're out. How about you don't come back tomorrow? I know you're the star. It's a whole bunch of stars around here. Look at the sky.
that makes sense. So like it sounds like the sort of pendulum went the other way.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, that makes and like through your experience, would you say that like as far as like your directing style, you found like a nice balance, or is it still like one way? You know what I mean? Like, what? How would you say what your style would be?
Well, I would say it's one way, but everybody else say I'm always open to listen to them, and I am. If it makes sense, if it's something that's better or that I didn't see, I'll say let's do it.
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
if it's not, I'll tell them this is what people can attest to this, which is they'll say, "Hey, can we do this too?" I say, "Yeah." After we get all these I mean, not good shots, but after we get all the shots that is on our shot list, then we can
Hmm.
try your way. So then and I will come back. I'll circle back. Hey, all right. So what did you say you wanted to do?
Hmm.
Never mind. Never. Oh, okay. All right. Moving on to the next location. That's it. That's all. Because if I stop and do yours and it don't work, it throws everything off. If
Yeah.
I do everything that's on my shot list, because that's the one thing that keeps me moving. Because my shoots last like the longest shoots that we have probably 4 hours, and that's if somebody's late. But
Hmm.
most of the time they last between 2 hours. I was about to say an hour and 2 hours, but I get there early and bring all the equipment, set it up, so everybody just jump on and start working when they get there. So if the crew has to be there at 1, the actors have to be there at 2. We're out of there at 3.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you know your lines. But if you don't know your lines, I got folders. Hey, look at that. All right, let's go. And I
Okay.
won't let you go until you give me what I need.
No, okay, that makes sense. I mean, it sounds like there's a level of like democracy in there, you know?
A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit, just
Some
a tad
most,
dash of democracy.
as long as you let me get what I need to get, because we have a
Mm-hmm.
list. I have a shot list, and
Mhm.
this is what we stay true to, so we can get in and get out.
Yeah.
Now we usually have time because we stay true to the soft. I mean, software, but to the shot list, we stay
Mm-hmm.
true to that soft shot list, and then we can get in and get out. Sometimes, I'm sorry, not sometimes. In the beginning, I was like, and I would talk to one of my guys, George, and I said, George, should we be doing something else? He said, I don't know. I said, but it feel like we should. He said, well, we got everything on the shot list. I checked everything off. I said, okay, I guess everybody else a wrap. And then everybody else looking around. I don't know if you ever seen those movies where people walking around looking like, how do I get home from here?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
they was
yeah.
like, I expect to stay here 12 hours. I brought a lunch. Well, you can eat it if you want. It's up to you.
We're not stopping you.
Yeah.
Yeah. People say I blocked the whole day off. We started at 1, ended up at 3, or we started at 9, ended up at 11 or 12. I blocked the whole day off for you. I'm like, I'm sorry. What am I supposed to do? Whatever else you want to do.
Take
Because
a
I mean,
walk. You know, enjoy
yeah,
your life.
you're still getting paid. So,
Yeah.
it's not like you're not getting paid. So it kind of works out for you. You just work 2 hours. But I'm not used to this. I'm sorry. But then what's funny is people who work with me and then work with somebody else, they give me a call and complain about them on somebody else's set and like, uh, would you want me to give them a call? You want me
Put
to
them on a
want me to tell them how
timeout.
to do it? You know, because in my also I failed to mention in my first movie what I used to do, and this is one of the things I learned. I would show up with the talent, with the equipment. So
Mhm.
we all show up to the location together. I'm breaking down equipment. I mean, taking it out the bags, putting it together, and people are asking me questions as I'm trying to put it together, and I'm forgetting to put stuff together.
Mm.
And but if I'm there before everybody get there, everything's together, then people just jump
Mm-hmm.
in and boom. And also, the actors were sitting around doing this. And I know if that was me and nobody's ever said that, I could have just stayed home for this whole hour and a
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
half.
yeah,
Yeah.
I could have
yeah.
slept a little bit longer. Because, sometimes those shoots for that first movie was like at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm. Yeah, that
yeah.
makes sense. Yeah.
So I wanted to backtrack a little bit and go kind of starting a little bit back from and talk about your process a bit. So your some of your early movies like Sex Ain't Love and Step Off the Block, they were more maybe romantic comedies or dramedies,
Mhm.
and urban coming of age stories. So I know you spoke a little bit about wanting to show people not to do, but I'm curious if there was a moment that triggered this shift from what you've been doing before, which your other movies, when I was looking through them, I was like, oh, okay, he's
He
actually
is a filmmaker.
he's a filmmaker. Like it's not, I know I saw like the spoof, your KFC spoof from like 15 years ago on
Yeah.
your YouTube, and I was like, so I see where you've kind of had these things in your mind for a while, and being like comedy and being like a little bit silly is not new to you. But I'm curious, like, what sparked this movement from your tried and true to this satire with the Tubi movie?
You said my process, right?
Mm-hmm.
And my process is weird because I I'm gonna tell you the reason why I say it's weird is because one day I'll be thinking step off the block.
Mm-hmm.
Next day I'll be thinking a third first. Then I'll think if I die tomorrow. So one day I happen to be scrolling through Facebook and I'm seeing all these people just clown these directors and their movies. And I'm like, they still getting hits, but they're not getting hits because you're posting this and they're not getting any of the love for it. They
Mm.
just you're grabbing a scene and then they getting a laugh. People are laughing at it, and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, although this is bad, but they did put they sweat and tears in it. And I said,
Mm-hmm.
you know what? I should make a no, I'm not making a bad movie. I can't do that.
Right,
But I
right.
said, you know what? I can make a good bad movie.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And the good bad movie where it's self-aware, where the characters are complaining about what I would complain about.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how this movie came about. And when I came up with the idea, I called my friend Desmond. He said, do it. I said, that's a lot of confidence. Because it's like, just do it. Just, no. So then I called Damon Williams, and he was
Mhm.
like, man, me and my wife was just talking about that. Somebody should do that. I said, well, I guess I'm to somebody. So then I sent the script to Adele, and Adele told me she was gonna read it, and then I had threw it out the window that she was gonna read it, and said because she's busy, she's more busy than I am,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
and when she after she only got paid, she got to page 19 and said this is funny as whatever, she's how she talk.
Yeah.
I can't finish reading because I got my grandbaby, but man, this is funny. Yes, when you plan on shooting? So I was like, okay, I guess I got a movie. I wrote it in like I think 4 or 5 days because
Mm.
of
Ooh.
this. Here's the thing, it has a beginning, middle, and end, right?
Of
Mm-hmm.
course.
So it's not. So you can't say it's like Hollywood Shuffle. And the reason why you can't say it's like Hollywood Shuffle is because Hollywood Shuffle is a movie that has sketches in it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
There's
Yeah.
it's sketch. It's movie then sketch. Movie then sketch. This is a movie that's moving to a middle to an end that has story where the actors break character and complain about what's going on set.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's how this movie came about. I don't know if I answered your question. Did I answer your question?
Yeah, you did. Because
Okay,
we
cool.
just want to know like how
Because I
what
got
the
that old man thing that where I just venture off. Back in my day,
I'm a lot like you. Like, for me, conversation is about the journey, not necessarily the destination. And sometimes you don't even get to the destination. But
exactly.
yeah,
Hopefully, I landed that for you.
I think you did.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
No problem. No problem. No problem. You've founded your production company with a mission to amplify underrepresented voices. What was the specific gap in the industry that you saw that made you realize you had to build your own table instead of like waiting for a seat at one?
Well, when you look at Hollywood and you see that they only just a few actors are always working. There's a lot of them out
Mm-hmm.
there.
Sure.
Mark Wahlberg, Brad Pitt,
Mhm.
George Clooney.
Mhm.
Those are the only ones that are working. So if I can get a Casey Brockway to come in and he's
Mm-hmm.
actually good, you will enjoy him. I know you probably saw what's the name of that? Casting Couch. I don't know if you saw that.
Oh yeah, I
You
saw that
just
one.
yeah, that's Casey Brockway. So he's a good actor.
Mm-hmm.
I
Right.
can't.
Right.
I'm George Clooney, Brad Pitt, all of them out of my reach, and we
Mm-hmm.
have a gang of talent here. So and they're just as hungry as they used to be.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So that's how I feel the gap. And when somebody said, "Who would you like to work with?" Everybody that's here. Everybody, as long as I see what they can do. Now,
Yeah.
because a lot of people. So since this movie has went live, people been hitting me up saying, "Hey, how can I audition?" I said, "Have you seen any of my work?" Well, no, I just saw you on Facebook. I'm like, what? I could be trash. Oh,
Right.
you sounded arrogant right now. I said, I'm not trying to sound arrogant because I'm not going to work with you if I haven't seen any of your work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you should want to see what I can do before you say, "Hey, let me work with you." They say, "Oh, I just thought I could just, help you blow up your project." How? You haven't seen it. If you haven't, and I get so many inboxes about that. Then somebody on post, "Hey, can I audition?" You can audition, but I I kind of I'm almost like Hollywood where I'm locked into people that I know
Yeah.
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 because
Yeah.
so remember how you said process?
Hmm.
Let me tell you the other process. My formula is supposed to be script, location, actors.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Reason being, when you write a script, it's done. When you grab your locations, they're locked. When you
Hmm.
grab the actors, the first thing they say is, "When you plan on shooting this?" If you
Mm-hmm.
do it in any other order, if you say actor, script, location, you'll find yourself short on the actors because the actors be like, "Oh yeah, I'm locked into this other project now. I didn't know when you was gonna do it."
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So,
Right.
and then say for instance, I got somebody who I want to do this part, but they not available. But my location's unlocked. I'm still cool because now I
Mm-hmm.
can grab somebody else and put them in that spot.
Mm-hmm.
Like I might want to, I might have somebody that's really good, and I know they can do the part, but I'll find somebody else that can do the part. Matter of fact, it's one person. She was supposed to play Erica.
Hmm.
She never called, and
Mm.
she kicked herself about
No
because I
call, no
saw her.
show.
She got a award, but she never called, and she kicked herself for not doing it because she really liked the movie,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
and I believe she would have knocked it out the park. But I had to move on and do what I need to do to get it done.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
makes sense. Like you do what you got to do, you know?
Yeah.
And I think that with the indie landscape, I mean, compared to maybe 20 years ago when you're recording, maybe you're putting your movies on YouTube and people are watching them and you can get feedback and you can learn to build your craft. I think now, because we have so much streaming platforms where anyone, we have the different ones where they're free, anyone can upload a movie. I think sometimes those pieces of the craft of like making sure you know who the directors and producers and the writers are, you're really engaging with your work and becoming like an expert in it. Some of those things are lost, right? Where people think, "Oh, I want to be in a movie, so I'm cute, I got an Instagram page, I have 10,000 followers, so you're going to pick me just because of the aesthetics." Meanwhile, I have no clue what you're doing. You have no clue who I am. And it's just the idea of like that clout, because I'm going to be in this Tubi movie, whether it's good or bad, people are going to get the little clip. They're going to share it on Instagram or Reels or TikTok and wherever. And I'm going to become, viral for the moment. So those are some things that we're losing. I think when you're talking about people who are so focused on just making the content and not like the quality of content, which is something we've talked about on the podcast before when it comes to like
Well,
movies and film.
the whole thing is those type of people that haven't seen the work and asked me to be in it. I've only worked with one person that was like that came at me like that, and that person soured me on everybody else because he did not show up on time.
Mm.
He did not show up. Uh, and it's just it was a horrible experience for me, and I felt like when I met him he hit me on Messenger. It was like, I saw you on WGN, I just want to know how I can work with you, da da da. And I was like, okay, well, I guess we can work together. And I gave him a chance, and he pooped the bed.
Mm. Yeah.
He pooped the bed. Big old what's that? Oh, that's him. That's him.
You're allowed to curse
And
on the podcast, by the way.
Yeah, it's okay. You
oh,
can
oh,
you can swear.
okay.
It's
Oh,
not
he
family.
shit. Well,
It's not family
uh,
friendly.
okay. He shit the bed. He shit the bed. So that soured me on just. Oh, you want to act? Okay, cool. What have you done? Send me a reel. Well, I don't have a reel. Oh, that's cool. All right. Well, I'll talk to you when you get one. That's it.
Hmm.
Right.
And if I get your reel in this trash, matter of fact, someone sent me. You remember when people were doing that TikTok thing where they mimic what people are saying from movies? They do the
Hmm.
voiceover. I mean, they match the audio.
Hmm.
They sent me a whole bunch of those. I said, "Do you have anything where you're actually acting
Yeah.
Not
and
doing
you're repeating?"
karaoke.
I am. I am. I said, "No, you're not. You're not." And then another person, what did he do? Oh, he sent me. I said, "Send me some of your work." He sent me work where he was an extra. I
Hmm.
said, "Okay, but you have a movie where you had something with lines?" And then the line he said that he had, he opened the door and, okay. I said,
It was a line.
then, but then he got angry and said, "Well, do you have something?" So I sent him "Sex Ain't Love," "Step Off the Block." I thought I sent him a whole bunch of stuff, and then he went silent. I'll send you all my work. Go ahead. I got some work for you to see.
I
You
mean,
haven't seen.
reels.
Apparently, you haven't seen any of mine. And would you go to? I don't like to say this, but would you go to Tyler Perry with this? Would you go to Spike Lee with this? Would you go to Quentin Tarantino with this? No, you wouldn't. You would just say, "Hello, Mr. Quentin Tarantino," and walk away.
Hmm.
So, I'm cool, but I need to see what you could do. Matter of fact, David A. Walker, I hadn't worked with him, but I was friends with him on Facebook, and I saw him in somebody else's project. Then
Hmm.
I contacted him. I said, "I wanted to work with you," and he didn't believe I was going to work with him. And then I hit him up, and he was like, "Oh," and then he forgot about my script. Now I'm telling you this story I'm gonna tell you this story because he said he tell I didn't like the script. No, he forgot about the script. I think I was in St. Louis. I don't know where I was, but I called him and I said, "What's going on?" I had just thought of. I said, "What's going on?" He was like, "What script is that?" I said, "Scooby movie." Oh, I don't know. I got this other project I'm doing. I said, "Well, why don't you just read the script? Adele gives Damon Williams and B Cole. They'll be in the movie. So you know, okay, I'm gonna call you back." 30 minutes went past. Yeah, I'm in. I said, okay, all right. But he read it and he was like, it's funny. And it's a funny script. And for the time I put into writing it, I think it was a pretty decent job. And what's funny is it's not improv. Nobody improved anything. It's all script. And you would think because of the comedians, they would throw their funny in, but Robin Harris doing Robin Williams interview, he said that he kept trying to improvise, and then the director told him, let the script do the work. You just deliver it.
Right.
That's how I am. Let the script do the work. It's there.
Yeah.
You don't have to add anything extra. Plus, it throws off the other characters. Other actors.
Yeah. I was actually gonna ask, like, if there was any elements of like improv in the movie, but it sounds like there wasn't, right?
No.
Gotcha.
I think it was, the car. Me and my daughter and I.
Oh, okay.
We did that on a whim because I kept asking people. I said, "Hey, I think I should put that in there because the car follow is just too long for me." I said, I think I should add something. So then I asked the guy that was in the car, which is Jay, my cousin. He said, "Okay, go ahead and do it," and I put it in there.
Nice. I mean, it was a great addition. I think that it really added the ridiculousness of the movies that we see on there and the type of shots they try to get. So A1 improv.
Yeah. Great addition. Hands down. You had a question?
I did, but you were asking the next one.
My apologies. So I just had to get my note real quick. During the 2020 shutdown, you launched Plight of the Independent Filmmaker. How did that period of global disruption actually sharpen your skills as a producer who can work regardless of budget or circumstance?
I don't know if it's sharpened my skill. I just know I had fans and I didn't want people to forget about me during the shutdown. So I thought I would create Plight so you would have something to remember me by. And Plight, the first season was 12 episodes, and that was an episode per week. Per month. One episode per month. Second season, the same thing. I would write them today. And then tell everybody we're shooting this day, and then because the episode had to drop on a specific day, I think it was like a Tuesday or something like that. But I made sure that everybody was able to still know that I was still moving around. I wasn't supposed to be in it. Somebody convinced me to be in it. I didn't want to be in it. I didn't want to be in it. I know you saw episode 4. I did not want to be in it.
You had to use your resources.
Yeah, you had to.
And you're the greatest resource.
Well, the thing is, I shoot better than most of the people. Well, not most. I shoot better than the people who are available to me. So since I shoot better than people who are available to me, I'd rather shoot it and not be in it.
Right,
if that makes sense. I can be in it, and I can. If it's a good actor, I can bounce off of them. If it's a bad actor, I don't know how the energy is going to be, but I'll be trying to compete with the person that's good. And I always make sure I'm on screen with somebody that's actually good. But I shoot better than I act.
That makes sense. Like you gotta you have a certain set of skills, and you want to play to that skill set.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I direct pretty well too, so But what I've learned through the struggle is I cannot shoot and direct if somebody's bad. If you're a good actor, I can shoot and direct. But if you're not, I gotta hold your hand. I need George, come over here, grab the camera. All right, this is what I need you to do. And then I'll act the whole thing out for them. And then they'll say, oh, all right, stop right there. Mimic me. So, and then they mimic me. And you saw A Job is a Job, right?
Job is a Job. I didn't see that one.
I didn't see that one.
Okay, it's a short film. So a job is a job. One of the characters. Actually, did you see all the plight or no?
I saw some of Flight. I didn't finish season
Okay,
2.
don't worry about it. So episode 12, I mean, episode 11.
Hmm.
Um, it was a guy that was having. He was struggling. I ended up spending an extra $300 because he couldn't get his lines right. But you wouldn't be able to tell because
Mhm.
I stayed on him. I wasn't
Mhm.
shooting that day.
Mhm.
I stayed on him, and I couldn't. He had to give. I felt like I everybody deserves to see good work from me,
Of
not
Mhm.
course.
mediocre, not but good work.
Yeah, of course. That makes sense.
So the hustle was real. And like when you say, did I sharpen my skills? I don't know. I probably got better at time management.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm still the same director. I'm still, pushing it to the limit. Making sure we get in and get out, making sure we're efficient. Now, I might not be the best director, but I'm the most efficient.
That's dope. And I honestly, like, Odie can attest to this. I'm a big efficiency person. So like I really love things streamlined. I like to get in, get out. Like I'm
Yeah.
all about timing. So like that I can appreciate with you, sir.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, the first thing I tell people when they meet me, I said, look, I know you have other things that you want to do with your day, and you don't want
Hmm.
to
Mhm.
sit up with me all day. Same here. So let's get in and get out. And they thank me afterwards.
Yeah.
In one interview, Damon said, "Yeah, what one thing you can't appreciate about Will Adams is he gets you in, he gets you out,
Mhm.
and you come out with something that's good. It's like ugh,
Yeah.
really,
Yeah.
you know."
That makes sense.
And
Yeah.
that's not to my own horn. I like when other people say it because when I say it, they're like, "Oh, he's so arrogant." No, it's the reality of what happens on my set. I don't
Mhm.
play. We go in, we get out. It's a lot of work to get in. It's a lot of work to get out. And a lot of times it takes more time to break down the equipment and put it away than it takes to shoot a scene.
Right, right. That makes sense. And I don't think there's anything wrong with like
Shooting your own horn.
tooting your own horn a little bit,
Toot toot.
like toot toot toot.
Well,
We're all
thi-
about tooting horns on the show.
this is the thing. When you do that, people are like, everybody says that stuff is good. And I
Mhm.
hear that. One guy tricked me into going to his YouTube page. He said, "Oh, I got over 1 million views." I was like, "He got 1 million views? What is he doing?" I was like, "He had 3, and I was 3. I was pissed." I was like, "This dude that made me give him a view, and there's 3 people to watch this shit."
But he
Like,
got you over
wow.
there though.
He stole
He
a
got
view.
you over there.
He stole a view.
So
He tricked me.
sometimes you gotta
But see,
use.
it's a trickery. And when people think when people, oh yeah, my movie's the best, my movie's funny, you gonna love it, and it's like you watch it like, what?
Yeah.
When is the movie coming on? Because this
Yeah.
can't be it. Because I don't like this at all.
I have
So
felt that at the theater many a time, unfortunately.
Absolutely.
And it is very frustrating to
Mhm.
be like, the movie is lauded. Oh, everyone loves it. Critically acclaimed. 100% on
yeah,
Rotten Tomatoes. And I'm watching it
yeah.
like, are we watching the same movie? Is the best picture in the movie the best?
Yeah,
Like,
like Get Out. When Get Out came out, I was in the theater laughing. They said that's the best horror film. I said that's not. It's a comedy.
but I
And I
think
be,
that,
and I believe that who was it, Key or Peele wrote it? Whichever one that wrote it, I can tell that it's not. It was written as a comedy because of the way the dialogue was delivered. All
Hmm.
of that. They just added the creepy music, but it was
mhm,
supposed to be funny in the creepy music and somewhere with the creepy music. But what ends up happening is everybody said, "Oh, that movie's so scary." How? It's comedy. I'm laughing through the whole movie. I'm looking like a weirdo because I'm laughing. And then when the Academy says, uh, as best comedy, uh, Get Out, everybody went crazy. But Key or whoever wrote it, Peele, whichever one of them
Peele.
wrote it,
Peele, Jordan Peele.
Peele. Yeah, Jordan Peele. What he said, well, it's up to your interpretation.
yeah.
He
Yeah.
didn't say it wasn't a comedy. He didn't say it was a horror film. Because at the very beginning of that scene, when that dude was walking down the street and he saw that dude following him and he kept looking back and said, "Yeah, I don't know what he on, but I'm like, this is a comedy. This is a comedy."
And I
So
think that's like your perspective, because I think for Black people, it's a mixture of a comedy, because all the scenes where you know, like, of course, this is how I'm going to react in this moment, and also horror, because some parts, I mean, I will tell you, I was very stressed out watching that movie. But I'm also a big baby who could not, I'm very scary, so I could not
Okay.
handle.
Yeah, she's a big scaredy cat.
I'm a
Like,
scaredy cat.
we can only watch horror movies. Notoriously on this podcast, we can only watch horror movies in the broad daylight with all the lights on, burning through electricity. And that's the only way we were able to see weapons.
But the reason why
Weapons was
able to-
hilarious.
It was.
It was actually more funny than it was scary, and I think that's the same with Get Out. Like, I was able to watch it because it was so much of it. It was like, yes, there's scary moments and like gory moments, but at its root, I thought it was very funny, especially the way that the Black characters are responding, because you know, like, yeah, this is how we would respond to things. So
When he put his hands around that woman's neck, I bust out in tears, cracking up. He's like, she's like, baby. He's like, starting dying. I was like, oh man, since y'all, nobody. Oh, it's just me.
I saw that because we were in Brooklyn. So when I watched that, I was in like a very Black movie theater here in Brooklyn, and everybody was laughing and clapping, and we were like, "Yeah, we get it." Like, if I also went to go see it at BAM, very different audience.
I was there. I'm in Chicago, but I was in that type of theater. Yeah, because everybody looked at me like, "Are you into murder?" I'm like, no.
No, but
I don't find it. This is not funny to you.
Like, I love a good comeuppance. So I'm curious for you. Do you have a I can't believe this is my job moment that you've had in your career?
Yeah, at the end when it's all done, it's cut together. I'm like, wow, I made a movie. After it's all done, yeah, because when you're in the thick of it, it's like, all right, who's showing up? First time, if everybody's supposed to be at 1:00 and nobody's here at 1:00, I mean, I'm sorry, if it's 12:55 and nobody's here, I'm looking like it's 12:55. The then people start showing up at 12:56, 57, and the last person shows up at 1:00, and I'm like, whew, okay, that was rough. I don't never say anything. I just look like, all right, there's that. These are your markings on the floor. All right, let's go. Let's get it. Boom. So when I'm in the thick of it, it's like I'm at war. Guns out, we blazing. And then when it's over with, when it's finished, when I finish cutting it together, because you're still at war when you're editing. While you're editing, you're still at war because now you're like, I didn't shoot that scene. I missed it. Then you look at the shot list, like it's not checked off.
I see.
Hey George, yeah. What you doing? And so he tell me he's free. Then I start calling other people like, you free. All right, we need to reshoot. We need to shoot this part. Why? Because I didn't get it. But you can't know. So here, I don't want to shoot the whole scene. I want to shoot this one part. You're going to get paid the same rate you got paid for when you stayed that 2 hours for this 10 minutes. Oh, okay. So you say it that way. Want me to come now? No, just come on the day we say. So there's that.
Okay. All right. That makes sense.
But after that's done, it's cut together and it's like, and I watch it and it's like, can't believe I'm here by myself. I'm talking to myself. All right, well, let me get my phone. I can't believe I did that. We did that.
That's when you gotta phone a friend and be like, guess what I just did?
Just a eureka moment, like,
a lot of my friends be like, so you always do that. I'm like, but yeah, you always do it. So what's okay? Well, I guess I'm just happy. I'm just happy, not you. Yeah, good. Can I go to sleep now? All right. It is 3:00 in the morning. I'll call you in the morning. Yeah, all right, yeah.
Right. All right. So just quick question. Tubi movie. And by the way, for the audio listeners, Tube E, it's TUBE -E movie, right?
Pronounced Tubi.
Pronounced Tubi movie. Was that always the title, or like did that how did you land on Tube E movie, if you don't mind me asking?
That's always been a title.
Okay.
I wanted to name it after the platform, but
Hmm.
they don't like the movie either. So
Well, I'm glad you brought that up
they
because.
don't they didn't get the joke. Plex got the joke. Mansa also it's on Mansa. That's a black
Hmm.
streaming platform, but they got the joke, but they didn't get the joke. So they kind of not happy with the movie, which is fine. I mean, because I got
Hmm.
stuff on their platform. I got Sex Ain't Love on their platform. Step off the
Hmm.
like you would think like he got other movies on that platform. He's just making fun. He's just having fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
We.
Like
But
you would think that they would be able to, like see it for what it is and like like be good sports about it.
Yeah, and that
or
was.
and I hate to interrupt you, oh, I apologize. Or you could say, look at this catalog. This is, this this catalog and this, at least they'll know that we ain't on the joke. But no.
Right, right,
Yeah,
right, right, right.
yeah. I think
But
that's
because
something that.
their catalog is like, it's some people be like, oh, I'm the queen of Tubi.
Mm.
Hmm.
That's not a compliment. That ain't a compliment. That's like saying I'm the queen of sardines. Like, like really? You want to be no.
Right, right.
So
Well, I'm glad you mentioned that because I was gonna ask you why you thought like they were hating on the movie and why they didn't catch the joke because I would think that like if you know what your platform offers, like they have in Tubi, they have a variety of different types of movies and shows on there, both
correct.
like big Hollywood, these small low budget ones, and I
And
would
trash
think and
And
trash.
trash.
So it's like duality, you're multifaceted, right? I would think that they would lean in to
to the
to
joke.
the joke because it's gonna bring more people to the movie. Because the same way
Yeah.
I had to watch that stupid ass Grinch.
We said we weren't gonna name
Well,
the movie.
I did,
With
but
Jim Carrey?
I'm going
No,
back.
no, no, no.
There
There's
was a movie called The Grinch That Stole All the Bitches on there.
Whoa.
And if I had to rate my least favorite movie of this year, that would be it. Because
Oh.
it's so many of the terrible tropes are in there. And I think like those movies
And
they
then
go.
and then they turned down Tubi movie. So think
right.
just do the math. Do the math.
Mhm.
Because people are going on their platform doing a screenshot, screen recording, or just videotaping with their, I mean, videotape or recording with their phone and then posting it. Set, come on,
Mhm.
Tubi. I know you've seen the movie where I mentioned this on another podcast where a guy is yelling at some dude outside a store and then he shoot him and then he runs off. And then when he run off, the people run over to the guy that got shot. Oh my God, oh my God. And the guy in the distance is falling, rolling on the ground, hurt. And you can see him hurt. They could have cut it at the part when he ran off. They could have cut the shot. It said cut credits. They let that roll all the way. He on the ground like, "Ugh." I said, this editor must have been mad at them because there's no way that he couldn't fix that.
Yeah.
And I think
But
it's weird to me because I think of all of the there's always been indie films, especially when you talk about like black filmmakers because we didn't often have the access to have big budget movies. We were doing it on our own. And we still were making good movies, even if it was low budget, quote unquote. You could still. There's so many of those black
mhm.
exploitation movies. You're watching them decades later. They're still there in these iconic films that we all love, and they were low budget. They didn't have any of the resources we have now. Like if you can make a whole movie on your iPhone and edit it and all that, I feel like there should be some sort of care that you're taking about the quality that you're putting out there and not just shooting it in a what is it, a one, what is it called, the wonder,
A winner.
a oneer, and then
Well,
putting it up.
here's the thing. So people see a movie and say, I can go out and do that. Now,
Hmm.
Quentin Tarantino never went to school or anything,
Hmm.
but he was a fan of movies.
Sure.
And when you become a fan of movies, you watch and see how they create it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And in his interview, he said he once thought that, he wanted to be an actor because he felt that the actor was the hero of the movie. And then he realized it's the director because it's the director that says cut. It's the director that says action. And I feel the same way. And if you don't have to have all the education, but you do need to look at good product. And when you see your product and say it doesn't resemble that, as far as framing, as far as lighting, as far as every dialogue, you
Mm-hmm.
have to know that, all right, this is not it. Let me
Mm-hmm.
figure it out. Let me fix it. A lot of people just saying, all right, well, he had hair when he went down. When he come back up, he don't have any hair. Remember the hospital beds? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. He had.
The hospital
I'm
room.
like, yeah. And then I talked to another filmmaker. He's like, oh well, I know it. I know what he was trying to do. That's the wrong thing to hear from anything. And if anybody ever tell me, I see what you're trying to do, that means I didn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Right, right.
You're
You didn't see.
trying.
You never said that. You never said that. If you say I see what you was trying to do, if you see if what I'm trying to do, that means I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
And if
Right.
and I'm not being true to myself, and I'm like, okay, you saw what I was trying to do. Hopefully somebody else will. No, they won't. This
Mm-hmm.
one person basically said, yeah, you need to fix all this because I see what you're trying to do, but you're not making it happen.
Hmm.
So you got to go back to the drawing board and figure out how to make it happen. So I don't say I see what you're trying to do. I see what you did.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of people say, I see what you did there. I got it. I got it. Got it. But if you say, I see what you're trying to do, they didn't see you. You didn't do nothing. You
Mm-hmm.
just
Right.
pretty much just looking stupid.
Yeah, yeah. Like on this podcast, we have there's a little running joke that we have both in the podcast and in our personal life, where somebody will like make an attempt to do something, and I'll just out of nowhere just say like, you did your best, but I guess your
That's the
best
same
wasn't
thing.
good enough.
But that's the same thing. It's the same thing as saying, I see what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
And you're like, somebody said that to me once. I was like, all right, hey, we got to shoot everything over. What?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
we got to
Back to
shoot
the
everything
drawing
over.
board.
And I don't tell them that so and so said whatever. I said we got to do everything over. Then I do it again. Then they watch it. Oh, that was good. All right, that's all I need to hear. See you later. I don't need to hear that was great. That was all. I just hear. Oh, that was good.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I hear that, I see what you was trying to do. I mean, I didn't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And
Right.
somebody watched the movie without reading the disclaimer at the beginning, and they didn't get through the movie, and they called me like, "Yeah, what happened?" I said, "Did you read the disclaimer? What you mean? It's at the beginning of the movie." Okay, I'll call you back at the end of the week. Then they call me back. Oh, okay. All right. That was good. I said, okay.
Because once you get that disclaimer, it's like, okay, everything that's ridiculous that's about to happen, I understand that it's there for a reason,
Mhm.
and it's
Like the
not
apple juice.
just
Yeah. Yes.
Oh,
exactly
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
apple
The
juice.
Modelo.
oh, they're 45-year-olds, these 30-year-old, 45-year-old
But
son.
but you hear in there, it's like, so what age is that, dear? I don't know. They didn't say in the description.
That's true. They didn't.
Yeah. If you don't mind me asking, what's something people think is glamorous about filmmaking that is like 100% a lie?
Glamorous about filmmaking, just being seen on the screen.
Mm.
But
Do
is
tell.
that a lie? Is it a lie? I don't know. People like to see themselves on screen. So whether it's good or bad, they like to see themselves on screen. And
Mm-hmm.
actors in general, they'll even jump on a bad project just because they might get something out of it.
Sure.
But what's glamorous about it? I think when you're at a screening and then people are taking photos, that's glamorous, but it's not because now that this project is over with, what are you doing next?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
that's what everybody always asks. Now, my first successful feature, which was Sex Ain't Love, I didn't have a what's next. Somebody asked me, "What you doing next?" In interviews, I was like, "Well," and I'm doing all of that, and I'm like, "Huh, I don't have a what's next." So I'm driving around trying to figure out what's next. I can't step off the block, but the problem with step off the block is it's a drama, and drama is basically like coffee. Everybody don't drink the same cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Everybody don't like the same type of drama, but
Mhm.
everybody likes to laugh. That's why I switched back over. This back to your question. Oh, why this? Everybody likes to laugh. until I get to a point where I'm big enough where people are just going to go see the movie just because my name is in it. This is where I have to stay. I have to keep you laughing, and I have stuff. I also have dark. I got dark comedy too because I got a movie called Plight of the Indie Filmmaker, which is the spinoff from the series.
Yeah.
Okay.
This ain't Pulp Fiction, which is this ain't. Have you seen Pulp Fiction? Have you?
Of course.
It's a scene in Pulp Fiction that I took and I mimic it, but it's similar to the scene that's in my movie. And my character says, "This ain't Pulp Fiction, motherfucker," and that's where it hits. The rest of the movie is in chronological order, and none of the characters are alike. So, but it's pretty much a high octane movie. Ukrainian guy I know called me, and he does a podcast, and I wrote it. I don't know. I think I wrote the script about 6 or 7 years ago, and he read it. And when he called me up, I said, "Hey, how's it going, Alan? What the fuck? Hello, hello?" He said, "What the Will? This script is what the fuck? I got a podcast. I just had to read. I just got finished read. I couldn't put it down." I said, "Wow, well, thank you. I think and so I do have what's next, but the glamour thing is where people say, 'Oh, you did a movie.' Yeah, that's glamorous, but after that one moment is gone, it's not glamorous anymore because you got to get back to work. Like right now, this movie's been done since 2024, and it just went live this year, which is crazy because that's how movies that's in the industry work. They make them 2 years ago, and then it's the hype leading up, and then they say, 'Oh, this movie was made 2 years.' I'm like, for real? I said, I turn around a movie like today. I can shoot it this week, and then I'm done, and then we have it in the theater because everybody knows. Can we do it that way? No, it has to be two. I'm like, so I got it's you got to continue to work because you got to stay fresh. It's almost like being a music artist. You get one album done, one album up.
Yeah.
One album done, one album up.
Yeah.
Always having something in your back pocket.
No, having something next. So people are like, "Oh, you got something next? You got something next?" I mean, for comedians, it's even worse because you think they do a good show, and next year they got to come out with something completely new.
Yeah.
Now, just think, Beyonce, she can sing her new album, some of her new album, and they expect to hear some of her old album.
Yeah.
A comedian can't go on stage and be like, "All right, this is a joke from 3 years ago. I'm gonna tell you no." Just like I can't say, "All right, this is from Tubi movie. I'm gonna throw this in this movie." Why?
Yeah.
I mean, if you remember in Tubi movie, part of Sex Ain't Love was on screen. That's the most I can do. That's the most I can do.
Yeah. Pay homage.
Yeah, that's it. I can't do anything else. Like, what movie is that from? Oh, that's Sex Ain't Love. So.
Yeah, and with like you said, like with comedians, because like I used to do stand up for like a good decade, and like with comedians, they'll spend like literally years like perfecting like the perfect 10-minute set, the perfect 20, 30, their hour or whatever. They'll spend like so many years honing that craft just to like break through to the other side, and then once they get to that point, like say they finally get to like an actually like produced and polished like hour-long comedy special set, then it's like, all right, you spent 10 years working on all the material just to like get to this moment. Great. You did it. Fantastic. Bravo. What's next? Now you got to turn it around and take all that experience that you had for the first like 10 years or so and condense it and turn it around so that you could do it next year. Like
and that's what's not glamorous about it.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Because you can't coast off your last work. You're only good as your next one. You're only good as your next one. Because if you put something good out last time and what's next? Oh, really? You did that? You didn't like it? I see what you was trying to do. You see what I did there? See what I did there?
That might be the title. See what you were trying to do.
But I think that with our attention economy and the way that we have so much content out there everywhere, constantly every day, it makes it hard to be able to have a project and sit with it. And that's whether you're a writer, a musician, a filmmaker, an actor. like a podcaster, you always have to have something coming up next so that you could stay relevant, and be in people's faces. Because if you're not immediately there for someone to click or swipe on, then they're going to forget about you. You're going to go farther down in their algorithm. No one's going to see your posts again. So it's really like a labor of love in a way, but also kind of like insanity to
So you made me
constantly.
think of something while you were saying that.
Hmm.
So it's back to my process. I've evolved as a writer, but remember I was telling you in the beginning that I was right. People were watching the movie in the theater, and I'm like, they laughing through the jokes.
Hmm.
Right.
They missing all the good jokes, and I'm
Hmm.
getting upset because they laugh through the jokes. But I think that's because of social media, because
Hmm.
it has to be any lull in anything. Everybody's like, huh,
Yeah. Yeah.
what's that on the ceiling?
Hmm.
What time is it? Oh, they still telling jokes. So I gotta make you laugh. And then when you go, oh my God, oh, ah,"
Yeah,
you
yeah.
gotta get back in there. So I'm realizing that now with what you said. And then also it was another script that I wrote. And somebody read it and it was like, you're not giving your audience a chance to breathe. Like it's like one
Hmm.
action point after the next action point after the next action point, but you can't. Because if
Hmm.
I let you breathe, you're gonna be in your phone and you're gonna miss the whole movie.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean,
Exactly.
Now I
they
don't have a
just,
problem with it because it's advertisement and you
yeah.
gotta play it again, but I want you to see it and get the whole experience because you know it's written that way. But
Yeah.
as I said, people some of the jokes I said, all right, this is an okay joke, and then this is a good joke, and then they laugh through the good joke from the okay joke, and I was like, oh,
But I think that's the good part about streaming. I mean, like when you're watching a movie in the theater, at least in the theaters over here, like if I go to Alamo, I can't have my phone out. So I have to be really focused in on the movie. I'm not tweeting, texting, nothing. And then you're at home and maybe you might have pull up your phone or be tweeting or something while you're watching it. But at the very least, at least you can like I know I will go back if I feel like I missed something or watch it over again if I know that I liked it and I'm like, oh, let me see if I can catch something new this time versus the first watch because I feel like whenever I watch movies or shows over again, I always feel like there's little Easter eggs or things that the producers and the director put in there that maybe I
well, a lot
might
of
have
people miss
missed
a
the
lot of
first
stuff.
time.
Yeah,
I,
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I had some stuff that was overt, but then I
Hmm.
had some stuff that was not so overt where you
Yeah.
like the camera on the side of the window while they were driving. No, I'm like, nobody said nothing about that.
I think
Nobody even see that. Nobody saw the cord in the hallway, the orange extension cord in the hallway when he came through the door. Nobody said that.
those little tiny pieces of like filmmaker like errors I
Hmm.
thought were so funny.
Yeah.
Like that, you're seeing the guy
The boom
holding the
mic.
boom
Yeah.
mic in the
Yeah.
back, or you see someone off shot. At first, there was one scene I forget what it was, but there was someone in like the corner, and you couldn't really see them all that much. But I was like, "There's somebody there," and I know that they're not supposed to be there, but I think those just, especially like because it's going on like as the film goes on, it's like layering on top of each other,
Yeah.
so that
Was that
each
in the
moment
was that in the hospital, the fake hospital room?
it might have been in the fake hospital room because I know they were in a
Okay.
house.
Yeah.
And I could like
Yeah.
see it in the corner, and it's like it's
Yeah.
layering throughout the movie. So each time it
That was
happens
on purpose.
again, like I'm laughing. I'm like, oh, this is so funny that he's putting in these little pieces that I don't know if anyone else is catching it, but
Well, it
it's
says
like,
be a better filmmaker at the beginning.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
yeah,
Exactly.
That's
Which,
all
by
it
the
said.
way, oh, sorry.
Be a better filmmaker. And if anything, it says the first thing it says, if anything resembles anything that you've ever done in this movie, it's
mm-hmm,
purely coincidental. And
Hmm.
if it does resemble anything in this movie, be a better filmmaker.
yeah,
That's it. That's all. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. You can't help but learn. You have to learn. You watch this as a learning tool. Like I watched my
mm-hmm,
first movie as a learning tool, what I did wrong. So when I watched the movie to see what I did wrong, then I started trying to do things right.
mm-hmm. And that brings me to my next question. Was there any like ridiculous problem that you felt you had to solve while filming, or maybe like when you're watching the edits back that you're like, oh, this is going too far and it's like bringing the movie to a place that like that's too bad that I don't want it to be, or
Mhm.
how did you deal with those
I didn't.
problems.
I did not. I did not have that problem, and the reason why I didn't have that problem because okay. Well, the problem was I said, all right, fine. The and I think it's kind of a ridiculous problem, but not really. But my issue was it still having to make sense. It still had to
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
have a beginning, middle, and end. I didn't
Hmm.
want it to turn into a sketch show,
Yeah.
Right, 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 right,
a
right.
sketch movie. Because when
Yeah.
it turns into a sketch movie, it's not even my idea anymore. I'm the
Hmm.
Right.
first person. Anybody else do this, that's fine. I'm the first person to do it. If
Yeah.
Right.
the Wayans brothers come out and do it, fine. I did it first, and
Hmm.
I did it better. So with them coming out with scary movie, go ahead with your little scary movie. I bet you this is much better than your scary movie.
Right,
I
right.
bet. I bet. I'll put money on that. Matter of fact, that's $100 bet. Y'all got $100 on that?
All right, we can put $100.
I got 5 on it.
So 95 from old.
I wanted to ask a quick question. So, like, 'cause obviously, Tubi movie is a satire. And of course, like,
say
as
say
far
spoof for people who don't know what satire means.
so like, what? I guess my question would be like, how do you deal with like people who like don't get the meta of it all? You know what I mean? Like, who don't understand like the idea of like that this is a satire. You know?
It stresses me out
I can
because
imagine.
when I think that everybody doesn't have they're not on the same intelligence level.
Hmm.
Right,
So
right, right,
I really feel like this movie is for a smart person. It's not for somebody who's not smart. Because I
hmm
was talking to somebody about it and it was like, well, I was trying to see what you was trying to do and get at, but I thought it was like gonna be a romance or like some action. I said, did you read the beginning? Yeah, but I didn't really understand it. And I was like, oh, satire, you don't understand. So I should have said
Hmm.
spoof.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
So remember how I said you gotta say spoof because people don't know what satire means. So that's the thing that stresses me out the most because I'm like, okay, y'all, you watched this movie and you had to see bad movies. No, my friend, he make movies too. Yeah, he probably make bad movies because you didn't get this. You didn't get this. You was like, he see where I was trying to go with this. He didn't know. No, he didn't say see. He said I didn't know he was trying to go with it. I was confused and was like, it's a good bad movie. That's all it is. It's a good bad movie.
Right,
Self
right.
aware. And he was like, self aware. I said, oh, you don't know what self aware means.
Oof.
Ooh. I'm like, wee. That's like going to another a third world country, and he's like, yeah, we got water bottle. Water bottle. What's that? Oh well, it goes in the factory. What's that? Oh well, they build them on land, and and you keep trying to explain. You're just digging yourself a bigger and bigger hole where you're
Hmm.
trying to explain something to them, and it's not hitting.
Right, right. That makes sense.
We did have some folks who did get it because it got a lot of buzz at the Urban Film Festival and the Chicago Indie Con. What was the most surprising piece of feedback you received from a critic who did get the satire or the spoof of the movie?
I What was funny. I mean, I don't think I was surprised. The people who got it,
Hmm.
everything it exemplified everything that I tried to put in front of them. So
Hmm.
Hmm
when they said, "Oh, that was funny as hell," and matter of fact, Black on Black Prime when they did a review of the movie and they couldn't stop laughing about the movie during their review,
Hmm.
that for me was better than them even talking to me because you can't stop laughing and talking about the movie because you enjoyed it so much, and that pretty much that was the whole purpose of it.
Yeah, I watched that. I watched the review and your interview with them, and yeah, I think that when you can the best reviews may not always say like, "Oh, this was a really great movie." It's about how people are just
Read,
responding to it and
yes,
talking about it, and like you're getting that physical reaction outside of anything else they're saying because anyone could say the movie's great, but
right.
if you can't talk about it without like having whatever the emotion that movie was bringing up, it sometimes can fall flat.
Right.
Yeah, because like Cicely, well, the camera, the lighting was just great, and the way the actually, oh, that's not really gonna make me see the movie, but the way they were talking about
Mm-hmm.
it, I was like, I guess I gotta watch the movie again because they look, it was cracking up. And I was like, man, and then when he said, what did he say? He said, "That's what I'll be saying when I see the movies like this." I'm like, perfect,
Right.
because that was the focus. I want people to see that I understand what you're going through and
Mm-hmm.
I'm not putting you through it again, but I'm just gonna put this joke in front of you so we can all laugh together.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So
Right. Okay, that makes sense. Ooh, so I was wondering, like, you're intentionally leaning into like a specific trend. Like, what do you think the fan obsession with like flawed movies says about the current state of like big budget Hollywood?
I don't think it's a fan. It's not an obsession with the movies. They're just taking clips and then posting them on their page for the likes, for the
Hmm.
reactions. So when you think about Tubi movie, nobody's going to do that. They're going to want to
Mm-hmm.
watch the whole movie.
Right.
So what they're saying that's on Tubi period is not intentional. So that's
Hmm.
why they're making fun of it. Tubi movie with it all being intentional, there's nothing to make fun of.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So if say for instance, you take a piece of Tubi movie, post it on your page, and then somebody else sees it, and it's like, but the movie's much funnier.
Mm-hmm.
And so
Exactly.
you're not going to get the reaction that you think. So nobody's going to, they're not going to cut my movie up and then post it on, because not only they cutting the movies up, they're not even telling you what they watched.
Right.
So it's not even beneficial to the filmmaker.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
So if you cut a piece of the movie, matter of fact, another podcaster recently he showed the movie on his TV and showed different parts of it, and he had the five on it, dun, 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 that same little track that they played in Get Out.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And then his post was like, "Man, this is like the Naked Gun, uh, killing bad movies or whatever." But he got it,
Mm-hmm.
and it wasn't like he was trying his best to, make fun of it. He was like,
Mm-hmm.
"Man, this right here," and pretty much that's it.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
I'm
I think
glad
that
you didn't say. I see what you're trying to say.
I think that the maybe not obsession, but the interest in these floor movies is just because so many people are like Tubi's free. It's there, so you can always
Mm.
go on it.
No, 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 no. I have to disagree.
You
The
do?
obsession, the obsession with it is I post it on my page, I get some attention
Yes. It's
because you like my post. That's what it
yeah.
is. You rarely hear anybody tell you what the name of the movie is that they saw that was
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
so horrible. You
Right.
never see that.
It's
Like the movie
always
we was talking about where the guy fell in the street all the way up there. I couldn't tell you the name of that movie. It was another one movie where it was a woman like, "I'm leaving you," and she runs like, I don't know. It was just weird. She had a bra on and she running, breasts bouncing all up over the place, and then he smacked her like this. And I'm like, she clearly missed her face, and then her head jacked back. I'm like, I don't know what the name of that movie is either, but people are posting this so they can get the attention. And what's
mm-hmm.
crazy is you're not getting paid for it. You're not getting any money for it. And
Mm-hmm.
if you're not getting any money for it and you're just getting attention, is that what we doing now? I can't think of this comedian's name. Damn, I heard her last week. And then her thing said, "Do you want to be content or do you want to be content?"
Yeah.
And I'm
Ah, that's a
like,
good
that's
question.
that's deep
Yeah, that's a
because
deep question.
you know, I'd rather be content. I'm content with just posting on my work and not trying to get somebody to react to some I just found to shit on somebody else because that's
Yeah.
basically what they're doing. They shitting on this other filmmaker. Now, is he
Mm-hmm.
great? No, he's not great. But you still taking the time to shit on this filmmaker about what he's doing and
Mm-hmm.
then put it on it so you can get your laugh. It's
Yeah.
almost like being a bully, even though
Mm-hmm.
I've been called
Right.
a bully.
So you talk about like the way that the public responds. We've talked about the different sort of feedback that you've gotten, and I'm curious: do you read your letterbox or your IMBD reviews? Which your IMBD review for this movie was
I only
great.
got one.
No, well, I didn't see one. Maybe it doesn't tell you. I saw 8.1 out of 10, but maybe
I
it
thought you
was
said
just wrong.
the review. I got one review,
You
one
got
written
one
review.
review, but you did got an 8.1 out of 10 for your
Yeah, I look at
IMDb.
that all the time. I tell people, I always tell people to go on IMDb and rate it. I say, hey, they
Mm-hmm.
say, how do I do that? Here, this how you get a page. Send them instructions. Open your page. But I can't put my picture. You're not supposed to. Here, this how you do a page. Here, rate the movie. Just rate the movie. Leave a comment. Leave a comment. If it suck, leave it. If you like it, leave it.
Right,
I,
right.
it's important that that feedback comes out because I'm a lot of people have connect. I have, and I'm it's something I have to slow down on because a lot of people can reach me.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of them saying, "Hey, this movie was funny," they say, "Hey, Will, this movie was funny. Did you tell anybody else? Oh no. Did you share with anybody? No. So you just telling me why? I know. Okay, I know the movie is funny. Can you tell some of your friends?
Yeah.
Oh,
Can you
Yeah,
spread the
okay.
love, spread the word around?
I'll tell some of my friends. But why wouldn't
yeah.
you tell any of your friends? You just wanted to be our secret that you told me that it was good.
I mean, that's what I tell people about this podcast. Like my friends will be like, "Oh, I love that episode. That was so funny." I'm like, "Comment,
Yeah, comment,
comment,
share,
share, like,
like,
subscribe."
Yeah,
subscribe.
Because you
yeah,
telling me that does not do anything for my streaming numbers and or ability to get monetization and
Yeah, like
advertising.
I
right.
want I want exposure.
Right. I'm not arrogant. We're like, oh, I need somebody to stroke my ego. I don't need that. I need you to tell people about the
Yeah.
movie so they can tell people about the movie. They can tell people about the movie. One guy
Mm-hmm.
said,
Right.
"Oh yeah, I had a whole bunch of my friends over my house and we watched." No, no, because yeah, how many was it? Oh, it was 15. 15
That's
on
15
one.
individual streams you didn't get.
Yes, yes. But then
At
he came
least
around
if
and
you were
said,
at home with a watch party, everybody could do the
yes.
whole.
But then he turned around and said, "Hey, you know what? One of my friends asked about that name of your movie, and I gave it to him. So I don't know what he did, but he said, "What's the name of that funny ass movie I was watching?" Got you. I said, "Thank you." At least he know the assignment.
You gotta start. We gotta put the pressure on them. You
Yeah.
know, because
Yeah.
Yeah, because
everyone is the marketer for you. Your people in your life are the
yes,
marketer for the stuff that you do.
they come around to you and say, "Oh, that was a good movie." What? I didn't ask. I didn't send it to you and say what you think. You watch it and you share it. Matter of
Yeah.
fact, I'm gonna start telling people that I know. I say, look, can you share this with your friends? You want to watch it? No, I don't want. No, I'm gonna say I don't want you to watch it. They're gonna say you don't want me to watch it. No, I'd rather you share with your friend. Why you don't want me to watch it? Because you're gonna come back to me and tell me what you thought. I don't want you to do that. I'm not gonna give you any garbage since I know I'm not gonna give you no garbage. I don't need you saying, "Oh, that was a good movie."
Mm-hmm. I know it's good. I made it.
Exactly.
Well, not like that, but I know. But can you tell people because it has
Mm-hmm.
distribution now? If it didn't have no distribution, and it's just something. Hey, what you think? Oh, I think it's
Mm-hmm.
good.
Right,
Mm-hmm.
right,
And
right.
that circle is super small. When I send it to people and say, "Hey, what do you think? What do you think?
Mm-hmm.
It's good, bad, whatever." That circle is super small. But when we get out, when it's in distribution mode and it's on a platform or two platforms or three, let's get people active. Let's just
Mm-hmm.
share. Tell people about it. I do a Facebook post saying, "Hey, did you like it? Did you hate it? Let me know in the comments." Oh, I liked it. Oh. Can you share with somebody? Uh, like,
Your like has to come with a mandatory share and a
Yeah.
mandatory IMBD comment.
Exactly.
because the
Exactly.
trailer on Facebook, it went viral.
Mm-hmm.
It
Right.
went
Right.
viral. But my post about it, it's like, man, matter of fact, I asked one guy, did he watch it? And this was me asking him, somebody random that I really didn't know. I ran into again. I was like, "Did you watch it?" "Yeah, I watched it." I said, "You don't like it?" "It was funny." "You mad?" Like,
Mad about you making him
Yeah.
did you
laugh.
think did you think it was gonna be did you want it to be bad? Because because you are like I hurt your day about it being good.
He was
You
like,
know,
damn it.
of like how can you if somebody sent me something, matter of fact, Lamar from Black on Black Prime, he sent
Mm-hmm.
me a Tubi movie. I'm afraid to watch it. I'm afraid to watch it, but he says it's actually good. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it, but if somebody give me something and it's good, I'm like, man, that movie was good. Thank you,
Mm-hmm.
thank you. But you know, and he wasn't the first person to do that. Like
Mm-hmm.
when I walked up to a couple other people that I did not know really and said, "Did you have a chance to check out the movie?" It's like, yeah, I checked it out. And I'm like, I guess they didn't like it. I guess they really didn't like it. I say, so you didn't like, oh, it was funny.
They didn't
You
want to
having a
take the
bad
tell you.
day? Are you having a bad day? You got to be having a bad day.
Oh boy. So like, okay, so just a real quick question. For like, okay, for indie film, for any like indie filmmaker who's like out there watching right now or watching the Tubi movie, what is the number one strategy tip you'd give them to get noticed?
I don't know. Um, Stay on social media.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure. Well, you know what? If they starting out, they doing if they don't have a film already in there, um, if they don't have a film out and they getting ready to start the process, they writing the script, take your audience through every step of the way, and they will follow your journey.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing I really learned, that people like to see progress. So I
Mm-hmm.
got the
Sure.
script. Hey, they got the actors. Hey, we're shooting. Hey, you see photos of us on set, and you don't have to show video, but just show progress, and people
Mm-hmm.
will follow your journey.
Okay, that makes sense.
And so
Sorry, our device
I don't even know
heard us. I don't
what
know.
she heard to
While we
even-
record, sometimes our device just chimes in and starts talking. I don't understand why it happens, but it
Well,
does.
it's okay. Siri on my watch, I'll say something. I'm like, I
What are
don't know
you
what that
talking
means.
about?
I'm like, what are you talking? Nobody's
I wasn't
talking to you.
talking
Nobody
to
even
you.
says your
Nobody
name.
was talking
Mind
to
your
you.
business.
Yeah.
So I wanted to know, like, when the viewers finish watching the Tubi movie, the credits start rolling, what is one feeling or a message that you want them to leave with?
Don't make a movie like this on purpose. Oh no, I'm saying take it back. Take that back. Don't make a movie like this on purpose, but don't make a movie like this and that's not purposefully done. Don't make a Tubi movie, basically, because let's say
Mm-hmm.
be a better filmmaker.
Sure.
And
Mm-hmm.
if you're gonna do something, do it right. Don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't half-ass it.
Yeah.
Some people say, "Oh, guess that's it." No, the actors. I mean, some people. So some filmmakers had just learned how to use Adobe noise reduction,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm.
it's a software that's in Adobe Audition, and
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
they just learned how to use it. And what happens is when you use it, it cleans the audio up so much that you can't really. It sounds artificial.
Mm-hmm.
So when like right now, you have background noises. You have the outside. You might have birds chirping, all that.
Mm-hmm.
That happens. Just you lay natural sound down on your video. I mean, on your scenes. I'm sorry, on your scenes, and put it in the background. So you can the noticeable cuts between characters talking. That noise that you hear that's in the background of that character talking won't even matter because you got that consistent background,
Mm-hmm.
natural sound in the back that's
Yeah.
just constantly going over the track.
Yeah.
So people don't. It's the little things like that
Mm-hmm.
that I forgot my trend though.
No. I understand because like I went to school for film at Howard and yeah, like I was always a big proponent of capturing room tone, like making sure that you like lay that audio down and making sure that it's like super consistent because like nothing drives me more crazy than like when it's the same scene, you're in the same room and you cut and like somehow the audio is like off and different. You know what I mean?
Even if it's just a hum, if the room has the lights have a hum, take that
Yeah,
hum, r- lean into the hum. So let
exactly.
the hum be the room. I remember my point now, but that's what I want anybody that's a filmmaker to see. I mean, to get from the movie, be better than this. This is
Mm-hmm.
the blueprint. This is what you can go back and say, oh, I see what they did there. They used
Mm-hmm.
three different women, so we're gonna use the same woman for this particular scene.
Uh,
So
I love that.
the lights they make. Sometimes you go in a room. Sometimes your microphone. If you wire your microphone to the camera, and you run it a long wire from the camera. It catches the electrical, because some houses and apartments, they have bad electrical or old electrical, which
Yeah,
comes
yeah,
through the wire.
yeah.
If you
It's
got
that
that hum,
electrical hum. Yeah,
right, grab that hum and lean into it,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
you just let that hum go throughout that whole track, and then you cut your scene, and nobody will think anything different from it.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So those are
Yeah.
small things, little things, the
All right.
little
I think
things.
that, and I think those are things that the average indie filmmaker and probably big filmmakers with huge budgets can all take away from, because I think that you should always be learning about your craft and just different things that other people are noticing. Um,
Well,
I
like I
actually,
said, with Adobe Audition noise reduction, they found out that exists and they lean into it hard. And I
mm-hmm.
don't like it because after a while, when you take so many artifacts out of the when you take so much noise out of the audio, it starts sounding robotic. Or
right,
Yeah.
right, right.
And I always hate when I'm like, there's certain things like he went to Howard for film. I went for journalism, but I always have been a big connoisseur of like all forms of media. And sometimes when I'll be watching movies, whether regardless big or small budget, and I'll just be so annoyed about those little technical things because I may not know exactly what they are. Like, what is that name that you told me about when they do the voices afterwards? What is that called?
ADR.
ADR. I hate ADR. And I always have hated it. But I didn't know what it was called until he mentioned it one time. We were talking about when we were watching a movie. Because sometimes it's like to me, it's very obvious and it's distracting. Because I'm like, why does it sound so off from like, it doesn't seem like this would be happening. And so I think those are little things that everyone could take away from just to make whatever work they're doing a little bit better. Whether you're and just even that platform, because I didn't know that you could do that in Adobe Audition, and I've used Adobe Audition before, but like that's an amazing feature
but
that you can
you
use.
can also do it in Adobe Premiere Pro, but
Mm,
Mm,
it's specifically there for when you you drop your audio in Adobe Audition.
mm-hmm.
It's one click, two clicks, and then
right.
drop all that stuff. And then when you drop all that stuff, you drop it in there, and it's just like it sounds unreal,
Mm-hmm.
like
Right.
so crisp, and like there's no background noise.
Mm-hmm.
I see an
Perfect.
explosion in the back. There's no background noise. Come on.
um. My next question is, I want to know what's next. Is the 2B verse going to be expanding? Or
I
are
hope
you
not.
moving into
I hope
a
not.
different
Ah!
genre for your upcoming 2026 projects? And what can we look forward to seeing from you?
Well, I put together an Indiegogo campaign that I had to let go because once Tubi got a date, I
Mm-hmm.
couldn't promote the Indiegogo campaign anymore. I had to
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
focus on Tubi,
right.
and people got their money sent back to them,
Hmm.
except for the people who gave me cash. But um, Plight is on the next is the next slate for me
right.
for Plight the indie filmmaker the movie. That's
Mm-hmm.
that I have to cap that out because I put a lot of work into that script and
Mm-hmm.
into that whole movement of this the web series. So
Mm-hmm.
that, and then hopefully after that, uh what's that? This ain't Pulp Fiction, but right now been pitching a show called Fluke.
Hmm.
It's about a out of work actor that fails upward. It's basically Atlanta mixed with Curb Your Enthusiasm on
Oh,
steroids.
Nice.
So
two great shows. So I can.
I got three concept episodes shot of that already.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So once I once the momentum hit from this Tubi movie, I can start pitching that harder because I basically have half a season because they
Mm-hmm.
say they'll say, hey, we need 6 episodes. I got half a season that's past to do the last 3 episodes, and you got a whole season.
Oh, that's
And then
amazing.
we see what happens. If the viewers love it, then we'll do another. We can renegotiate prices, but right now we do everything for scale.
All right. Boom. Time for some rapid fire
Pew,
questions.
pew,
You ready,
pew,
Will?
pew, pew, pew.
White, purple, black.
All right. So, directing or producing, which one makes you feel more like a creative person?
Director. Producing,
Okay.
you just grabbing everybody and putting this stuff together. But directing, I'm actually putting my vision together and making all these people do what I see.
All
That's
right.
creative. Producers, that's back end stuff. That's like office stuff
That
All
makes
right.
sense. That makes sense.
What did making this film teach you about yourself?
that I can make a good bad movie
All
on
Boom.
right.
purpose. On purpose.
Nice.
Streaming versus cinema. If you could have only one of these mediums for the rest
Cinema.
of your life, all right.
Cinema.
Asked and answered. Boom.
Reason
Um.
why, I can give you a reason why.
Okay.
Sure.
Because how does it feel watching a movie by yourself? And how does it feel watching a movie with a group of people you don't know and you all responding the same way to the same thing that
Mm-hmm.
you're seeing?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's energy.
Yeah.
Watching a movie at home on your phone, like, oh, it's just me. Just
Cue
me.
Nicole Kidman.
No, nobody. I don't know if anybody. Hey, did you see that movie? No, I didn't see it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but you're in the theater, somebody that you don't know. Man, that was funny. Sure was, cuz all that.
Okay. So the Tubi snack essential, Chicago mix popcorn or a mild sauce chicken box.
Chicago mixed popcorn because you're gonna mess up your clothes. And wait 1 second, give me. I got some. So during the screenings, this is what I created. This had
Oh.
this had this had mixed cheese and caramel popcorn. That's QR code for my website,
Nice.
and that was uh Tubi movie.
Oh, dope.
That's
And
awesome.
it ca-
Love that.
and it came with a whole lot of prizes. So
Mm.
you got candy, the
Hmm.
same candy you would get from the theater. You got popcorn. You got flyers from my old movies, so you can scan the QR code and watch those whenever you feel like it. It was people love the popcorn box. I'm not doing that again. It was expensive. I mean, I'm not gonna say all the candy came from these came from Dollar Tree.
Mm-hmm.
Right, right.
They do, and you
They
can find some great, good stuff for promotion at Dollar Tree.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the candy that they sell at the theater, Dollar Tree candy, and all $7 for
Mm-hmm.
this. It's $1 at the
Mm-hmm.
Dollar Tree. Even though
Mm-hmm.
it's $1.25 tree now, but
Yeah.
Yeah. False advertising.
All right. So, fourth wall. Better meta movie, Black Dynamite, or Sorry to Bother You.
Mm. I saw Sorry to Bother You. I like Sorry to Bother You. I didn't see Black Dynamite.
Okay, so Sorry to Bother You
Really?
it is. I'm surprised you haven't seen Black Dynamite.
I'm giving you
I,
homework, sir.
I've never heard of it before.
Yeah.
It's one of those quintessential blaxploitation movies.
Michael Jai White is the main character.
That's probably why I didn't see it.
Oh, you beefing?
No, I'm not beefing. And he can fight. So
Yeah, he
I'm
can.
not gonna really talk about him. But I tend to stay away from his movies because his directors don't direct him.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
you know what? It's not even his fault. His directors don't direct him because they're scared of him. I get it. 'Cause
Yeah.
Exactly.
They're scared he's gonna beat him up. He really does what he wanted to do on screen, and I really, I he seemed like a cool guy, but I think that his directors are afraid of him, and they just basically let him do what he want to do and
Yeah,
don't tell him what to do.
I can see
No,
that.
I think I should do this. Yeah, I think you should do this too.
Yeah, because nobody wants to get kicked in the neck.
Yeah,
All right. So, Chicago Legends, Twista's flow or Common's lyrics.
Twister.
All right.
Ooh, make you a celebrity overnight.
Well, well, Common has been out. So Common, he came out with let me borrow $1, and in that on that album, he was like really pretty much fuck women, and I think he was hurt.
Mm.
He probably was hurt because
Yeah.
I went to a concert with him in it, and it was like I said I don't know none of these songs, but he had a hiatus from. Yeah, I think that was like 92. Can I Borrow $1 came out, and he had a hiatus from 92 to like 98. And then he came,
Mm-hmm.
I love everybody. Like,
Mm-hmm.
but then Twister had his goofy stage, which was Mr. Tongue Twister. I think he came out in '92
Mhm.
also. Snap Happy, but then he became gangster with no, it was not, it was before '92. I think it was like '90, '91. And then he became gangster. The guy I went to high school with, Traxter, did his album, and then
Mm-hmm.
he became he. It wasn't like it was a a big transition between who he was into what he is now. From
Mm-hmm.
Common, it was a big trend, and I couldn't get to it. I couldn't get with it
Mm-hmm.
because I was still stuck on Can I Borrow a Dollar? Because he was
Yeah.
broke and he was trying to come up, and then all of a sudden, I used to love her. Like,
Uh-huh.
Right, right.
because you was like, fuck that bitch at first, but now you like, you used to love her? Can I get a little explanation of what happened? She
Maybe
changed your life.
That's a
She
hard
loaned you a-
rebrand right there.
She
Erica
loaned
Badu
you a
changed his
dollar.
life.
She loaned you a
Maybe.
dollar, and now you like, I used to love her because she loaned me a dollar. I didn't have, there was no transition for me because it was a long hiatus between that. And
Right,
now
right.
Mm-hmm.
then all of a sudden it's like, so I mean, I really hadn't been into the music like Twister, yeah. But I mean, it was still for me, Twister is still that second album,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
his other, because I can't rap that fast. So,
Trust me, I can't either.
All right. What's harder, writing the script or finding parking in Chicago for the crew?
mm. Well, depends on where we're shooting. Like, um, I try to stay away from the downtown area, so
Hmm.
I would say I can't even say writing the script is hard because I become possessed. It's like when I got a thought, I just got to get it out, and once I get it out, I don't think about it anymore.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like I got two scripts I'm rewriting right now,
Hmm.
but yeah, I would just I guess you say writing the script is no, I don't know.
5 seconds.
I
5 seconds.
I both of those are easy. I don't have
All
writer's
right.
block.
Okay.
That's real.
Um, better trope to roast: the multiple actors playing the same character, or the invisible bullet gunfight.
The first one.
Okay. The multiple
That's their
actors, or
that's what people are. That's their favorite
mm-hmm.
Right.
because the
Okay.
gun part, the visible gunfight. I mean, gun bullets. They pretty much that kind of go over their head a little bit, but
Mm-hmm.
that multiple character with the different women,
Hmm.
like man, Tubi be doing that all the time, y'all. They don't say
Yeah.
what movie. They don't say the movie. They say Tubi be doing that all the time. You
Mm-hmm.
heard what I just said.
Right.
Tubi,
Mm-hmm.
that be on Tubi all the time. And they're using that exact vernacular.
All right. So, for the soundtrack for your movies, house music or drill to set the vibe?
Oh, DJ Ink.
DJ Ink. All
Who is
right.
DJ Ink? Who is DJ Ink? DJ Ink is the guy who scored the movie,
Mm-hmm.
and he
Mm.
helped you feel the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
So I house music or drill music. Nah, I need you to feel the scenes. I need the scenes to come through. So he
Mm-hmm.
scored the movie to make you have a certain feeling. At the very
Mm-hmm.
beginning, you heard the bridge is over because you're New Yorkers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The bridge is over, right?
Of
That's not
course.
the original. That's not the original. That's a
Interesting.
remake. That's a remake. Guess why?
Mm.
Contacted Kenny Parker. I don't know who owned that. Can't find any paperwork or any publishing on it anywhere. And I heard that they did the poor man's copyright, which is mailed themselves
Mm.
an envelope or whatever. So I
Hmm.
had somebody recreate it, and DJ Ink Soul Selector recreated it, and he scored
All
the whole
right.
movie.
I love that. I mean, the music in the movie was really great. So,
DJ
um,
Ink Soul
Yeah.
Selector,
Yeah. Shout out to DJ Ink.
all right.
or I'm sorry, DJ INC Soul Selector. He say he'll say it's not actually DJ Ink, it's DJ INC, but I
Oh,
don't know what
okay. Yeah.
I
DJ
don't know what INC
INC.
stands for. I don't know what INC for, but I know I want to say it correctly because he's a dope producer. He's
Hmm.
a
Mm-hmm.
dope musician. And if I say, hey man, can you do this? He said, all right, how about that? That's right. That's okay, cool. All right, do this. Oh no. What about this? Oh yeah. So yeah.
Okay,
right,
well, shout out to DJ INC. Like, maybe he's incorporated. Who knows?
All right. Ask for permission or ask for forgiveness.
Permission.
Interesting.
Why?
I didn't think you were
wanna know
going to
why?
say that.
Well, I mean, I'm a gorilla at heart. Gorilla shooting. Oh, we're not supposed to be shooting here in a police station? I'm sorry, but can we get this shot real quick? I'm a college student. How old are you? I'm in
college student
school.
age.
So permission meaning because I need everybody's permission to be in the movie. Because if, I have a sketch that I created a long time ago. Remember The Love Below by Andre 3000?
Yeah.
The bed scene where he's like, "Where are my panties?" Remember that?
Yeah, yeah.
I did that. I did that sketch. And the woman that's in it, I don't have any paperwork on her. And I don't have her permission to show that.
I see.
She said, "Oh, that's what I'm gonna be known as." I was like, "No, it's not like y'all just in the bed together. It's
Yeah.
the morning." So permission.
Yes. All right. You know what?
That's real.
I like that answer.
I appreciate that
All
for
right.
sure.
And our last rapid fire question: which 2025 movie should have won an Oscar but didn't?
Or 2026.
Or 2026. But 2026
I don't know,
happen.
but the one that I thought should have won an Oscar won, and the one person who didn't win an Oscar should have won, which was Leonardo DiCaprio. One battle after another. That movie, it was so good that I wanted to go back to the theater and see it again by myself.
Interesting. All
We
right.
need to have another podcast so we can have a one battle after another discussion. I have thoughts.
Because that movie was intense. Remember how I told you how I right now like one, and the joke hit, and then another joke, but you laugh through that joke, but there's another joke right behind that. That's how that movie was written. That movie was written like one problem, next situation, more problems. It's like, hey, we lost a guy. What happened? He fell out of a tree 40 feet. He got arrested. I'm like, what the fuck? Like everybody, I say he jumping and he all of a sudden he falls in the tree. I'm like, yeah, he got arrested. Okay, stand back. I'm like, it was the perfect I guess crash. Because everything just kept crashing in front of you, crashing and burning, crashing and burning, crashing and burning until the very end where it was a near miss, and then all of a sudden things like, okay. And that's how life works, actually, where you think that, all right, there's no way this can happen. Jay-Z? Hi. What are you doing here?
Yeah.
Your flight got delayed. Oh, okay. So it's similar to that. So in all the situations that happened, I didn't feel like it was unbelievable. Like everything that he was going through, and it's been certain things that happened to me. I'm like, that could have happened. That could have happened. That could have happened. Because that's how life works.
All right.
All right.
Well, thank you for answering our rapid fire questions.
I apologize. It wasn't so rapid fire.
No, but we appreciate it. We've had a great time talking with you. This was one. Thank you for making this movie because it was hilarious. I really loved it. We really loved it. And
I was gonna say he didn't say anything about it. He didn't say.
I loved it.
I don't want to talk to him. He can tell. I don't want to talk for him. He can say whether or not he loved it or not.
Yes, I had my own onus. I had my own agency. I can speak for myself. I loved the movie. It was dope as hell.
Okay.
It was hilarious, and it was funny as hell too.
Okay, that's what I want to hear. All right. All right.
You did that.
You did the damn thing.
And so, at the end of our episodes, we like to talk about two things. One thing that made us happy and one thing that made us angry. So, Kid Licorice is going to cue in the things that made us annoyed this week.
Yes, we are going with We Are Big Mad.
Bringing it. What? We griping. We're not griping anywhere else. We be griping. This is space for us to share. We griping. We ain't be griping anywhere else. We griping.
So, Will, as our guest, what is the biggest thing that's like annoying or making you upset or angry this week?
This week just started today, it was 70 degrees here.
Well, the listener doesn't know that.
Oh, okay. Well, it was 70 degrees yesterday, and today is 30.
What's the most recent thing that's like got
I'm
under your
telling you,
skin?
the weather is set.
Oh, the
last
weather.
Monday was set. Last Monday was 70, and then Tuesday it snowed.
Oh,
Yeah.
Chicago.
Yeah, this weather is bipolar.
It's
Am I
just
supposed to say
not-
that? Because I know you can't say the R word. My daughter told me I can't say the R word anymore.
No,
But
you
this
cannot.
this weather
And
is bipolar. Like
so,
one minute it's nice. People walking around with shorts on, and you say, for instance, you spent the night out the night before. I'm outside. Like, where am I? How long was I asleep?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this weather. Look, man. This weather is like quick to switch up.
yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it, like much like you said, like over here in BK, like we had like the sunniest day,
Yeah.
and then the next day it was just so frigid and cold. Like it's been
Today.
super depressing.
It's been,
Today I don't have enough clothes on. Yeah, I took long johns off, and I don't have enough clothes on.
Exactly.
All right. Well,
And I thought we were just gonna do the guess.
no, we're gonna do it. Just say yours.
Okay, I'll do mine real quick. Just the frequency of like scam emails. Like I'm getting hit with like a lot of scam calls, like more frequently, and scam emails that are getting in my inbox and not going to the spam. Like I don't know what the technology is that's happening, but like somehow they're getting through the filters, and I've done blocked every single call that has been from like the most random places, from like Brookline, Maryland, or some places where I didn't even know they existed in that state. They're just coming through to my phone. They're interrupting my podcast. They're calling me at all hours of the day. Like, and it's getting enough is enough. Like I'm about to change my goddamn number.
I got two things. Be happy that you're not 80, because they will get you. And two, are you in an iPhone?
I do have an iPhone.
You can put a filter on where your phone won't ring when it's unsolicited, when the phone number is not in your address book.
Oh, yes, I do have that.
I'm gonna set that up.
Now, what's funny is it was an app that sells. They sell an app, and the unknown number goes to the app, and then they say, "Hey, stay who you are before you call."
I've seen that.
And
Yeah.
then now the app tells you, as soon as you get it, go in your settings, turn off don't answer unknown calls. What do I need you for? What do I need you for? So now I get spam calls all the time, but my phone don't ring. And then I go in there, once I see them, I just block them and keep it moving. And Adele was having Adele Givens was having the same problem about a year ago. Yeah, about a year ago. And then she was like, I'm about to change my damn number. Fuck this shit. And then I texted her, I said, you want me to tell you what to do? And then I told her what to do. And then she was like, ooh, because I was about to change my number.
I'll set it up, like for sure. And Odie, you?
All right. What's making me annoyed this week? The gamification of the war in Iran. If you have not seen, the White House has been putting out memes and video memes of blasting the successes of the war. And it's just very dystopian, and I hate it. And I
Would you
hate
expect any
this.
less from that dude that's in office?
I wouldn't. I can't. I don't. But it still pisses me off. Even
I get it, but would you expect anything?
No.
He was happy that Robert Mueller's dead.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
But
he did.
but you know you can't. You can't expect anything less from him. He's just who he is. Who he is.
Yeah, it's right up his alley. It's exactly what he would do.
If he did something different, you'd be like, "Who the fuck is that?"
Yeah.
Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Yeah.
All right.
So he is who he is. My whole thing is, how is he still there? That's because he has not been presidential the whole time, and he's still there.
Big question.
And nobody said anything, and I'm not saying nothing because, I don't have enough guns to fight his guns.
This is America. All right. So those are the things that were pissing us off this week. Let's go into the things that were making us happy. I
Yes, Will, in case you were wondering, that was Baby Merchant from Cop Rock.
And I said they're gonna let the whole verse play. Okay.
That is honestly
That's how we do.
my favorite
I know. Because you were lip syncing. I saw it.
favorite song. It's the most ridiculous thing. I feel like I don't even really remember Cop Rock because it came on when we were so young and it only had that one season. But whenever I found out about this clip off of like John Oliver, and I was like, oh, we need that expeditiously for the podcast.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I'm glad you were here to experience that with us.
Exactly. So what's making you happy? What's the biggest thing that's making you happy right now, Will?
The Black and Snurdy podcast. I was
That, you know what? That gets air horns.
Thank you.
I appreciate you guys having me on. I really do. That shows that you not only did you see the work, you liked the work, you understood it.
Absolutely.
Because we're smart.
That was awesome for me.
That makes sense. And that, I
Yes.
mean, we are smart. We're super smart.
I tried to dumb it down, but
No, never dim yourself or your work.
sometimes you have to so people can, step up. And you once you step them up a little bit, then you try to sprinkle smart on them, and they're like, huh?
Critical thinking is not at its highest
It is not.
at the moment.
It is not.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
All
Odie, what's making you happy right now?
What's making me happy is interviewing Will Adams. Is
She gonna try to steal my stuff. She didn't have it.
Exactly.
She was mad at
Be
the
original, woman.
That was my whole time, because sometimes I have a little trouble with what brings me joy this week, and this was already going to be my joy
Okay.
because one,
Okay.
this is our
Okay.
first
Okay.
time interviewing a special guest, and two, I really liked this movie, so I was really glad that we got to talk to you and that you wanted
Okay.
to talk with us, because I feel like that was just really cool. That you saw our little podcast. Well, not a little. We're a big podcast. And so I said, wanted to speak with us. I thought that was dope.
I'm cool with it. Doesn't matter your size, whatever. If you want to talk to me about the work, I'm happy to do it.
Fantastic.
We
Fantastic.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Mo?
Okay, for me, obviously doing this podcast, speaking with you, Will, and also just in general, right now, like I had a nice moment last evening with my family. I haven't had a chance to spend time with them recently, just the rigmaroles of the world getting in the way. And so it's nice to take some time with my family, even if it is in a setting where they're winning at games and
you're losing?
I never said I was losing. I said that I was not winning.
Well, I won.
Okay, good for you. Like this is my thing that's making me happy. You didn't even say that, so it's me. But yeah, just spending time with my family always brings a bit of joy to my life.
Well, great.
Cool.
Yeah. And that has been because we're happy. Will, where can people find you? Like on social media and stuff.
What's that? Facebook.com/Chi-Town Will. Instagram, Will Adams Chicago. I wish I had one thing like everybody else. X is WWA Video. I don't even know what it is on TikTok. I got a TikTok account because of my daughter. I think Tubi Movie is a TikTok account by itself, but I also have my own TikTok account that it's too much social media.
I agree.
It is. It really is. And LinkedIn, I have no clue. I know I'm on there somewhere.
Yeah.
I don't even know how that works to share anything on LinkedIn. I know I just share something on LinkedIn and it's like, oh, where'd it go? I just posted it. It don't even show up in the feed. Oh, okay.
The algorithm is tough.
Yeah.
But we will make sure that we will include all of your links so people can find
LOKEKEY.com.
Of course.
to find your movies. We have your your YouTube has a lot of great content that you've put out over the last, I think when I scrolled, you've been
50 years
for like for a long time, which is great because I love going to the beginning of somebody's YouTube feed to see like their progression and the different things that they've done. So we will make sure to include that. We hope that everyone goes stream Tubi movie. You can stream it on Plex. You can stream it on Mansa. Subscribe to whatever the feeds are. Like it, comment, go to IMPD and comment your feedback. Whatever.
You
it
ain't got to
is.
subscribe to them. You can just go straight to the link. I mean, to the you can use either the link or you can go straight to Plex's app and not even sign in and watch it that way.
Oh, great.
Yeah, fantastic.
Do the things.
Yeah,
Watch the movie.
Because people don't like to give up their information, so
That's true.
Yeah,
that
that's
saves
true.
them from having to give up the information.
Yeah, that's real. And just from me to you, again, thank you, Will, for joining us. I'm Mo, aka Kid Licorish.
And I'm Odie.
And until next time, take it easy, keep it sleazy. We'll be back next week with more of this podcast. Bye!
Thanks for listening to the show. If you'd like to contact the podcast, you can reach us via email at blackandsnerdypodcast@gmail.com. You can also find us on Instagram and TikTok at Black and Snurdy Podcast, as well as on Twitter at Black and Snurdy. You can find me, Maurice, on all social media under the handle Licorish is Legit. That's LICORISH is legit.
And you can find me on Instagram. It's that's OD, THATSOD.E. And on Twitter, THATSOD_E. And don't forget to like, rate, and subscribe to us. Tune in next time to the Black and Sturdy Podcast, where nerds of a feather flock together.
Remember?
Bye.
Boy.
Not yet. Not yet.
No, this is keeping it. We're keeping this in. Don't forget to take your meds and your subs and drink water. Bye.
Bye.
I actually want to keep that.